So let's talk about body shaming and the different extremes of body shaming and how it applies to you wanting to take control of your health, to get lean, to get fit, to look good and to feel good. There are two extremes to what someone should look like. One extreme is this idea of obesity culture, that somebody who is clinically obese is not necessarily unhealthy and that you're fat shaming or body shaming them. I disagree with that, because I think there's no such thing as a perfect body, but somebody who's morbidly obese or clinically obese, irrespective of what you think, whether they look good or not, they are at increased risk of developing chronic disease, diabetes, heart disease, even cancer, for a variety of reasons. Obviously it's multifactorial. So I don't agree with this idea that someone can be proud of their look being clinically obese. I'm not talking about overweight, actually clinically obese, without considering the fact that they are at increased risk of developing disease. That's one extreme. What I want to focus on is the other extreme, which is this idea of a perfect body. And if you understand the idea of what it takes to get a perfect body, in quotation marks, magazine cover body, for men it's large chest, large arms, visible six-pack. For women, again, very toned abdomen, including possibly a visible six-pack, toned legs, toned backside, toned arms, everything perfect. Imperfect enough to be on a magazine cover. Again, perfect in quotation marks. If you understand what it takes to get there, you realize that you probably will never get there, or you need to know what sacrifices are required to get to that level. Consider the magazine cover models to be the same as the top elite athletes. Unless you quit your day job, unless you sacrifice some of your social life and some of your family life, you're not going to be able to be an elite athlete. Never mind the fact that you have to start training when you're 14 to actually get to the Olympics by your 20s. Irrespective of that, you need to be training full time to get that elite physical performance. It's only for certain people who have the right genetics and the right diet and put in the right effort. The same thing goes for the magazine cover models. And the other similarity is that the magazine cover look is not there all year round. It's only there for a few weeks leading up to the photo shoot, and it requires a massive, unsustainable level of calorie counting, of exercise several hours a day to achieve that last perfect look, of having the visible six-pack and so on. And the problem is, you're tricked into thinking that if you do the certain level of exercise, going to the gym 4 to 5 times per week, counting your calories, counting all your macronutrients, that you can achieve that body. You probably can achieve it for a short period of time only, and with a lot of sacrifice. But if you do a right level of sustainable exercise, which stimulates your large muscle groups, which stimulates your heart rate and your metabolism, and you undertake a right diet which corrects your metabolism, reduces your level of insulin, nourishes your body, and you do this to a sustainable level, you can actually achieve a body that is good looking, i.e. in the sense that it looks lean, it has a toned look. Now, it's not all about looks, but that's usually what stimulates people to look after to start looking after their health. It's not all about looks, but at the same time, you will also have high levels of energy. You'll also have increased your performance, and you'll reduce your risk of chronic disease, because you'll have lower levels of inflammation, lower levels of insulin secretion, lower levels of growth factor secretion, all these things. So, going back to the original topic, when you understand what it takes to get the so-called perfect body and what it takes to get a good looking and good feeling body, then you can make the right choices and you can make the right sacrifices. Because if you want to take hold of your health, you have to make some sacrifices to your time and to the way you eat, and to the time spent exercising, preparing food, but not to the point where you lose all your social life, you lose your family time, and also sacrifice your work so you can achieve that. Hope that clarifies a few things. let me know what you think.